I know we give you our papers, but I know you be like, you know what, we don't ever touch our Bible. So I want you to touch your Bible because this is your word, this is your life. This is what we live by.
That's right.
And so I want you to touch it, even though we are going to be looking at this paper a lot. So I went before the true and living God and I asked him, I said, so are we going to chapter 7? And he said no. He said, I want you to stay on 6. And sometimes he will have us teaching and he will have us stay in a place because he wants to get something through. He wants to make sure that you understand the importance of it. Yeah. And this message today, or this Bible study today, is entitled, Are You Guarding Your Heart? And we're going to be looking at chapter 6, verse 5.
Verse 5?
Yes, chapter 6, verse 5. Verse 5. And it reads, But the Lord Yahweh saw that the wickedness of mankind had become great on the earth. Every inclination of the thoughts of their minds was only evil all the time. The Lord Yahweh regretted that he had made mankind on the earth, and he felt highly offended. And I don't know about you, but when you love the true and living God, the way I love the true and living God, the way I know you all love the true and living God, it's kind of like when your mother was raising you, your parents were raising you, and you did something and they were disappointed in what you did, and maybe they let you use the car and you went somewhere that you weren't supposed to, and you end up running into a post.
All right.
And you broke their heart, and as they sat down and they talked to you about it, they said, you know what, I thought I could trust you. But if you had not been at that party where those people were drinking, you would have never ran into that post. So I regret that I let you use my car.
All right.
And so when I see here that our Father in heaven, where he says that he regretted that he had made mankind on the earth, and he felt highly offended. That bothers me. Because see, I don't want my Father. I don't want the true and living God. I don't want Yahweh to regret that he made me.
Right.
I want him to be happy that he made me. And I know you all want him to be happy that he made you. Because I know you all want to hear what I want to hear when I make it on the other side. I want to hear him say, well done, thy good and faithful servant. But the Bible says right here that the true and living God, he regretted that he had made mankind on the earth. And he felt highly offended. I don't want the true and living God to be offended about making me. I want my goal in the morning when I get up is try to figure out, Father, what is it that you want me to do today?
Yes.
When I lay down at night, my goal is, did I do what I was supposed to do today?
Yes.
Because see, I don't want the true and living God to be offended about the fact that he made me. And he was so offended that 7 says, it says, so Yahweh said, I will wipe mankind. And when he says he will wipe, I picture you wiping off a blackboard or something. He says that I will wipe mankind whom I have created. He created us, and then we offended him, and then he regretted that he made us, and so now he said that he was going to wipe mankind, the one that he created, from the face of the earth. Everything from mankind to animals, including creatures that move on the ground and birds of the air, for our regret. He said it again. He said it again. And like I said, that breaks my heart. Because I don't want to even think, I don't want to even fathom the true and living God looking down on me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And saying, Linda, you know what? I regret that I ever even created you. Because you're not doing anything that I told you to do. Everything in your heart is evil.
Wow.
That brings tears to
That brings tears to my eyes.
Yes.
Because when you are truly, truly sold out for the true and living God, some people, it might not even bother. Some people, when they read this, they say, well, he regretted. But that bothers me. And I'm reminded of Abraham as he was begging when he knew that the true and living God was going to go and destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. How he negotiated with him. Well, what if you can find 40 righteous people? And then what if you can find 30 righteous people? What if you can find 20 righteous people? What if you can find 10 righteous people?
Yes.
And then I sit and I think about all these people that's on this earth.
Yes.
You mean that mankind is so corrupt, heart is so away from the true and living God,
Yes.
that out of all these hundreds and thousands and millions and billions of people, and I'm putting it in our day and time, you can't find one righteous person. What have our world come to?
Yes.
What are we doing? What is wrong with our hearts?
Yes.
Are we?
Not seeking God.
They're not seeking God. We are seeking everything else. We're
Yes,
seeking
it's earthly.
popularity. We're
Yes.
seeking all these earthly things.
Yes. Yes.
Our mind should be on heavenly things,
That's
but
right.
we're
That's right.
seeking earthly things.
Right.
And then if we jump down to verse 11, it says, now the earth, yes, 6 and 11, it says, now the earth was corrupt in Yahweh's sight, and it was full of violence. Don't that remind you of what's going on around us right now? Every time you cut on the news, somebody killed somebody.
Yes.
We got a mass shooting at a school. We got somebody who have killed a police officer.
Yes.
Some police officer has killed somebody's child. Some boyfriend has killed his girlfriend.
Yes.
Some husband has killed his wife.
Yes.
Some girlfriend done killed her boyfriend. Some friend at school done killed her other friend. Violence. You know, the Bible says that there is nothing new under the sun.
Yes.
Now, when you read this, because we're taught and we teach our Bible studies, 2 Timothy 2 and 15, where it says, study and show thyself approved unto him.
Yes.
So if you just read this, it might not mean anything, but as we study this and we go deeper and we look at the word wickedness, what is wickedness? Wickedness is being evil,
Yes.
being sinful, doing things that are wrong, being dishonest, being facetious. And then what is corrupt? Corrupt is dishonest, dishonorable,
Yes.
being unethical. And as I read these things off, I want you to be searching your heart. I want you to be asking yourself, am I any of these things that is being read off? Am I underhanded? Do I do fraudulent things? Do I do illegal things? Do I do unlawful things?
Yes.
Because if you do, you are wicked. Am I right? Now this is what the word is saying, right?
Yes.
That's what the word
You
says.
are wicked and you are corrupt.
Yes.
He said that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was evil all the time. How did we get to that point? Why is the human heart, why is it evil?
Wrong.
And I'm on the paper right now. And I want to ask you all a question today. If that is true, if every inclination of the human heart is evil, how do we keep our thoughts from being evil? And she's pointing at the word.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I want you to think about is what makes us have evil thoughts. What makes us have evil thoughts? There's something to think about, right?
Yes.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit. When you came out of your mother's womb, were you automatically just evil? No. So what that tells us is that when you came out of your mother's womb, if you say that you were not automatically evil, then that means that something or somebody or something had to corrupt you and cause you to be wicked if you fit in that category. Am I right?
Yeah.
What makes us have evil thoughts? And we said wickedness is being evil. And when you have evil thoughts, you have sinful thoughts. You think about doing things that are wrong. You think about doing things that are dishonest. You think about facetious things.
Yes.
Things that are fraudulent, that are illegal. And the Bible says, because we all have bad thoughts, and we're going to be honest. And we're going to be honest. But the Bible says that every time that we are tempted, that the true and living God, He always, not sometimes,
Yes.
but He always give us a way out. But it's up to us. Will I do it?
Yes.
The thing that is wrong, or will I take that way out?
Okay.
Now see, I love that we have a Father that He doesn't let us be boxed in a corner. You can't sit up and say, I had to do it. I didn't have no other choice. He always gives us a way out.
All right.
And so it's up to us whether or not we take that way out.
Yeah.
Luke 6:45, it says that a good man, Luke, and some of you page. 6:45 says a good man brings good things out of the good stored up in his heart. We're talking about the heart.
Yes.
We're talking about the heart. We're talking about guarding your heart.
Yes.
And an evil man brings evil things out of the evil stored up in his heart. For the mouth speaks what the heart is full of.
Uh-huh.
So when you go around people and everything come out of their mouth is death, and it's evil, and it's sinful, and it's bad. Whatever they're saying is coming out of what?
The heart.
It's coming out of their heart. So you can tell a good person, because when you're around that person, what they're speaking, the things that they speak, it's going to be uplifting. It's going to be good.
Yes.
It's not going to be negative.
Right.
We're talking about guarding your heart. The things that are in your heart, how do they get there? The way they get there is we have influences all around us. Am I right?
That's right.
Yes.
Bad
Or am I
association.
wrong?
Right.
And we have to make choices all day
Hey, long.
long.
All day.
Am I going to do this? Or am I going to do that? Am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? From the very time that we were a child,
Yes.
we were influenced by something or somebody. And that helped to develop us into who we are today.
Yes. Yes.
Now, a lot of us, as adults, if we're still doing evil, dishonest, unethical, wrong things, we want to say, my mama. I did this because my mama did. I did this because my daddy did. They want to blame it on somebody else. But once you come into the knowledge, can you still blame mama and still blame daddy
No.
about who you are?
No.
So is that an excuse?
No.
That is not.
No, that's a choice.
That's a choice.
Yes.
It's a choice, and you'll be surprised how many adults, I'm talking about 25, 35, 45, 55 years old, say, well, I drink, I'm an alcoholic, because my dad was an alcoholic.
Mm-hmm.
I do drugs because my brother did drugs. I grew up around drugs. But is that an excuse?
No.
No.
It's a choice. That's a choice. They might have started it because they were around it,
Yes.
but they're continuing it. It's a choice.
Well, what does the Bible tell us to think on? And if we think on these things, do you think it will make us a good person or an evil person? Because what happens is, it all goes back to what are you thinking about?
Yes.
Because the Bible says, so a man thinketh, so is he.
Yes.
So what do you think about? What do you look at? What do you meditate on? What do you read? What do you watch on TV? Who are you around?
I got them all with me.
Because it has everything to do with who you are
Yes.
and who you have become. If you believe that, say amen.
Amen.
It has everything to do with who you are and who you become. If you do not like who you are today, if you are somebody that gets up, and when you get up, you look in the mirror and you hate who you are, you are depressed, you're upset, you're angry, you're mean, you got all these bad characteristics, all these bad traits, what are you going to do about it? What can you do about it? How can you change who you are? You can pray. And prayer is good. But the Bible said that faith without what?
Works.
Faith without works is dead. So we got to do some work. Because see, that's one of the problems I believe with the ministries and spiritual places now. We do a lot of praying. We'll pray. But then we got to do some work. Because if you sit up all day long and you look at soap operas, and on those soap operas, they are your favorite character. She may be getting mad at her boyfriend or whatever. She's having a hard time, and that day she didn't have a good day. Well, I heard people say, well, you know what, I'm upset because I look at General Hospital and Laura and Luke broke up today, and I'm just upset. You upset. You mean to tell me that you let a TV show influence how you feel? Well, yeah. And they watch it religiously. They watch it every day. If Laura have a good day, they have a good day. If Laura have a bad day, they have a bad day.
Yes.
That's just how bad it is.
That's it.
So what we have come to and what we're doing is we're letting the world, we're letting internet, we're letting TV, we're letting other people have more influence over us than we do the man that made us,
Yes.
the true and the living God.
Amen.
And see, he don't have a bad day.
All right.
He don't have a bad day. He's always happy. He always is positive. He always has something good to say.
All
Matter of
right.
fact, he told us that every day when we get up, the joy of the Lord is what?
Our strength.
Is our strength. If you get up in the morning and you're down, and you don't, and every time, and there's no reason why you should be down. And I know people like that. What's wrong with you? I just don't feel good. What's hurting you? Don't nothing hurt me. Well, why you down? I don't know. I just don't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have the joy of the Lord. How do you get the joy of the Lord? It's by guarding your heart. Putting him first. Watching what's going in your heart. Watching what's going in this eye gate. Watching what's going in this ear gate. Because you think that it doesn't affect you, but everything that you see, everything that you hear, is going to either affect you positively or it's going to affect you negatively. It is your choice. So if you find yourself down all the time and you don't know why, start to research and start to look at, what am I reading?
Yes.
What am I looking at?
Yes.
Who am I hanging around? If you hang around grumpy people all the time, guess what?
Do an examination of yourself.
You're going to do an examination, but you
Yeah.
need to find you some more friends.
Right.
Amen.
You first need to try to minister to them and tell them, you know what? The word says that if we would meditate on the word, what?
Day and night.
Day and night.
Day and night.
Tell them that the joy of the Lord is their strength, and that if they don't have him, that they need to get him, and you can help introduce them to the true and the living God.
All right.
And see, we have Bible study. When we come to Bible study, I know y'all come in to learn the word. But when we leave out of here, we got work to do.
Right.
Because you all supposed to be coming in getting filled up and then going and sharing the word with somebody else. If you know somebody in this facility, every time you see them, they grumpy, they down, they complaining, and they never have a good day, and they're never having a good day, you need to tell them, won't you come to Bible study with me?
Yes.
And just keep inviting, and maybe one time they will. You need to share the word with them so you can give them some joy, so you can be that example.
Yes.
And I hope by now that somebody has noticed, if we're truly doing our job, if we're truly teaching you all, somebody has noticed a difference in you all.
Yes.
Somebody has noticed that you have more joy.
Yeah.
Somebody has, now stop me when I'm wrong. Somebody has noticed that you have more peace. Somebody has noticed that you're excited about coming to Bible study.
Yes.
That's if we are doing our job.
Right.
And then it says, on the paper it says, how do we become the person that we are today? How do we become that nice, kind person that we are? How do we become that mean, angry, hard to get along with person? Who or what shaped us into who we are? And you guys don't have to just stay on the paper, just listen. This is for you all to look at later on. But what or who shaped us us into who we are. Who had the most influence on you when you were coming up?
My father.
Your father. And I'm gonna ask you something, and I want you to be honest. Was he a good person? Or was he a happy person? Or one person that went to church, that stayed in the word? Or was he a person that was mean?
My father was a good person. He went to church.
He went to church. That's good. What about you? Who has your biggest influence? What about you?
My dad.
Your dad. Good person?
Yes.
Yes. Stayed in the word?
Yes.
Good. What about you?
My dad.
Dad, all the dads. Okay, good person, stayed in the word. What about you, sir?
My homeboy,
Your homeboy?
I was in the street.
You was in the street. Yes.
But I found Jesus.
Yes, yes, hallelujah. Glory, glory. And I did that because I am proving, I wanted to prove that it has everything to do with who you hang around, who you let into your heart, who you let into your circle. They have an influence on you.
Yes.
But once you come into the knowledge, like he said, he found Jesus Christ. Once you come into the knowledge of this word,
Yes.
you don't have to depend on nobody else. You don't have to look.
Amen.
Yeah, you don't have to look to nobody else.
Amen.
You want to look into the cross. You want to look unto him.
Yeah.
Because he knows us like nobody else.
That's
The
right.
Bible says that he is all knowing, he's all powerful, and he is everywhere. So I don't know about you, but right now, nobody, and I mean nobody, has no more influence on me, no greater influence on me than the true and living God.
Hallelujah.
Nobody.
All my trust is in God.
Yes, yes. I love my mother, and since I asked you all, then now I want to tell you all about me. When I came up, my dad, he was a loving father, but my dad, he would get angry sometimes, and he would be mean sometimes, but he was a loving father. He wasn't a father that really went to church, but he took care of his family. But he wasn't a church-going man. And so the example of us that was set for us, at first it wasn't my mother, but then my mother, she got saved. And we started going to church. It was actually my auntie, when we moved down here, that was going to church. And then he started calling me. And you know what I'm saying when I say that. He started pulling that chain. Yes, and he started calling me into his kingdom, calling me to get saved.
Yes.
Because what I would do, I would find myself all the time listening at spiritual CDs. And I would listen at them over and over and over again. And my mother, she didn't understand, but I would sit by what they used to call a stereo. And she said, "Girl, you've been sitting there, you done listened at that thing 3-4 times." But I like that preaching. I like to hear talking about the word. And that is what shaped me. And then as my mother began to watch me, and she could see that I was changing, that I was different from my sisters and my brothers,
Yes.
she began to tell me about my grandmother. She said I had a grandmother that would be at the well, and she would be shouting down by she would go to the well, and she would be praising the true and living God, and she would start shouting down by the well. And so they always told me, and this is a compliment now, it wasn't then, but they always told me, "You different. You're not like the other kids. You're different." I didn't like that. You're different. Have you ever been told that?
Yeah.
You're different.
Yeah.
You're different. Have you ever been told that? You're different. But you know another word for being different is that you have been set apart.
Yes.
And then another word for set apart, what's another word for set apart? You are holy. You are holy. Because see, when the true and living God, when he is calling you, the way he's calling you, and you, and you, and you, and you, because see, if he wasn't calling you, you wouldn't be at this Bible study.
That's right.
But you have a hunger, and you have a thirst for the true and living God.
Yes.
And what he is doing, he is setting you apart. But the question is that will you go all the way? Will you guard your heart
Yes.
so that you can walk with him totally?
Yes.
So that you can truly, truly answer the call, so that you can develop into that person
Yes.
and answer the call and develop into that person that he is wanting you to be.
Yes.
So now, when they say you are different, I am glad that they say that I'm different, because now I know why I'm different. I'm
Yes.
different because he has his hands on me. Because he has his hands on you all. You all are different.
Yes.
Because the word says that, does the word say that the majority is going to be on the right road, or did he say that road was going to be what? That road is going to be narrow.
Right.
And he said that you're going to see a traveler. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Oh, hallelujah. 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 I can see us. I can see us on that road. He said you're going to see a traveler every now and then. Because see, the road that we on, it is not popular. The road that we on is not the majority. Because see, everybody else, a lot of people are concerned about being popular. A lot of people are concerned about what their family thinks, what their mother thinks, what their daddy thinks, what their friends think. And what we need to be concerned about is what the true and living God thinks. Yes. And so I'm glad that we're on that road.
Amen.
And we're the travelers that they're seeing every now and then. And I want to ask you all, did you know, talking about the heart, did you know that when they look in the background of the people that do all these mass shootings, that they find that they have very dark backgrounds? Did you all know that?
Yes.
Which means that these people have not guarded their heart.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Did you know that, well, I actually was looking on the internet, and they talked about this counselor that actually, he mentors young boys. And these young boys that he mentored, they're troubled youth. And all of them have admitted to watching violent TV shows and videos.